Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Top Hat Gaming Man here, once again, joined by Luke Street to bring you another fantastic edition of Top Hat Chat. Was that good enough?
I'm surprised you left the fumbling. I'm usually just like, no, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm alright.
I liked it. It brought some more colour to the video. Would you agree?
Mistakes.
Yes.
Something.
Organic.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Today on the channel, we are going to be talking about e-begging.
We are e-begging, which
Yes.
apparently makes a lot of people go wee. And the reason why we decided to talk about this subject in particular is today we finally set up a Patreon page for this very channel, Top Hat Chat.
Yes.
Because on the Twitch streams, a couple of people have been asking us if we have a Patreon page for this channel, and we didn't. So now we do.
There we go. Yeah, so now we're going to sit here and justify our reasons
Yes.
for setting up a Patreon account.
Indeed, and there's a lot of lovely tiers on this as well, where you actually get fantastic rewards.
Yeah, my favourite is the one that he doesn't know that I added.
Which is what?
The one where you get punched.
Okay, yes. What?
Yeah, no, I put on a Patreon goal, if you pop on it if you don't believe me, that you can come round and punch him.
Oh, really?
Mm.
If everyone's got a price.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
To be fair, I would have set it up as a single dollar.
Provided it's enough money, you can punch me in the face. Go for it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Or-
Does that
or-
make me a sellout?
Or somewhere else, depending on your athletic ability. I don't want him to die yet.
Okay.
Anyway, so eBay, what is your particular stance on this? Because you've had a Patreon since probably about 3,000 viewers on, or 3,000 subs, sorry.
Yes, I've had a Patreon account since I've had the 3,000 subscribers over on my other channel. And basically, the day I set it up and mentioned that I'd set up a Patreon page, loads of people started going ree and going absolutely crazy in the comment section that I had one. And mainly due to the fact that apparently it's a form of begging.
See,
Which I don't really see how it's begging in any way.
no, I
Because
mean,
begging is basically you don't give anything in return and you just hold your hand out and ask for money. That's what begging is.
yeah.
Whereas if you're setting up a Patreon account, you're not allowed to set one up just so people can give you money. You have to have something in place, a justified reason. For example, we've got this channel, Top Hat Chat, and we've got a Twitch stream as well, and basically allows people to become somewhat of producers.
Yeah.
It's no different to television. If someone wants to produce a TV show or movie, they source producers to fund it. It's exactly the same thing. And with this, it makes even more sense than with television or movies, because this channel, for example, Top Hat Chat, due to the new YouTube changes, is completely unmonetized as well, so it's non-profit.
Yeah, now they've moved our goals considerably. Because when we first started up this channel, it started off and it was like, okay, well, it shouldn't take too long. And
All
then
you
it
needed
was...
is 1,000 subscribers and then you're monetized, that's what they said. But then they said you needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch minute, which we hit pretty quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
As well, to be honest. But
So then we thought, fantastic,
Done.
we can start making money, and we were counting down to that time.
So
and
we
we got
applied
our partnership, didn't we?
Yeah.
That went through without any issue
our
whatsoever.
YouTube partnership, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. And yeah, it was great. And then they said, oh, well, we've got a bit of a backlog of people wanting the monetisation.
But it will be done by the end of March.
Which is fantastic, something like that, yeah.
And then we looked at the page, the end of March, said it'll be done by the end of April. Then I looked at it at the end of April and they said it'll be done by the end of June. So they just keep lying about when these channels will be monetised. So we just continue to create content and get absolutely nothing for it other than a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit in the hole, because obviously I've made nothing from this so far.
Which we thought we would be making money by now,
Yeah,
considering...
at least a little bit, just something.
It gets views, so we should be getting remunerated in some way by the advertisers at least.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's one of those things, but yeah, so...
But e-begging, anyway, that's what we're
E-begging.
talking about more than poor us.
Yeah, poor me, give me money.
Poor me.
Evening,
Pour me another drink.
Yeah, lots and lots of people have got Patreon pages, and it's one of those things where personally I think that if you have one, I think that's absolutely fair. If people decide that they want to support you because they like you or for whatever reason, they should have the option to, and they should have a way of being able to do that.
Yeah, why not?
And if
It's,
people
I
don't
agree,
want
it's
to-
not for everyone,
Yeah.
but what difference is it to busking, for example, playing a guitar
Yeah.
in the street? People have the option to say, oh, I like that music, I'd like to contribute.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same, that's not begging. Or you're in a bar, you've got a barman, they've been serving you drinks all night. Or in America, they bloody tip for everything.
Yeah.
But they tip you for doing anything over there. I've seen it, and they expect it too.
It's probably why Patreon is in America.
Yeah,
Because
because
it's
they
all in
expect
dollars.
tips for everything. So it's a tip jar, basically, which is nothing to do with begging. Absolutely nothing. So where do you think this comes from, the e-begging term? Because you cannot direct it as a form of begging in any direction, no matter which way you look at it.
Yeah, no, it's a strange one. What your term is actually quite right for a change. E-busking is more. See, it sounds better.
E-busking
is
would make
more
more
what it
sense.
is.
But again, are these big projects, like I said, films and that? They all have backers, producers. They're all backed by something, aren't they?
Yeah, you have
So
to be.
Why shouldn't small projects be backed in the same way bigger projects are?
Yeah.
No different, is it?
I'm struggling to find any point of
Any negatives
argument.
towards Patreon?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if somebody wants to contribute, that platform's there for somebody to do that. And if you don't want to contribute, that's absolutely fine.
The only thing, there is one area which does confuse me slightly with Patreon,
Go
I
on.
will say, and this is my negative towards the platform, it's the fact that you've got these huge YouTubers who have got millions of subscribers who are obviously making an absolute fortune through advertising revenue, yet they still have Patreon pages and people still donate despite the fact that they're already rolling in it. Like, why would someone want to give a tip to someone who's already rich?
Yeah, no,
Like, you don't generally tip a
definitely
big
see that.
business, do you? So
Yeah.
why?
If you saw Bono out on the street busking, you probably wouldn't go up there and throw a
No,
quid.
so it makes sense. For example, you will tip a waitress, you will tip a barman, but you're not going to tip the owner of the Porsche garage, are you?
No.
So how come on the internet people tip large YouTubers? I don't know if anyone can explain that one. In the comment
Maybe it's
section.
because there isn't a lot of.
Do you know what I think it
crossover.
is? I genuinely think that most people just don't realise how much money people make on YouTube. Like, I'll be honest, I'll be transparent with the people here. There has been months, not at the moment, I'm doing awful, but there's been months where I've turned over 4 figures on YouTube.
Yeah.
And as you know,
And it's a relatively
it's a
small
tiny
channel.
channel. If I've done that, with at the time less than 20,000 subscribers, how much money are these people making with millions of subscribers? They don't need Patreons, do they? They really don't.
Well, there is a website where you can have a rough idea.
Yes, Social Blade. So if you want to know how much your favourite YouTubers are actually making or turning over, because a lot of them have to hire staff, go on socialblade.com, type in anyone's name, and you can work out what they're earning roughly via their advertising revenue, including myself, if you'd like to do that. Top Net Gaming Man.
Is there? Although I think I should have checked this before we went, but it's probably inaccurate now because this past week,
I've
due
taken
to
a massive
YouTube doing something, I don't know what, have seriously screwed you.
They have, yes.
Yeah.
But that's a different matter altogether. And that's not why we set up the Patreon page today.
No, it's not.
Because we was going to anyway, but...
We were going to do it anyway, it's just convenient timing. Yeah, and it gives me a little bit of something coming in to try and recuperate some of the losses that...
So far you've not got a penny!
I haven't, no. I mean, we get a little bit from Twitch.
Yeah, but you've not actually physically received any of it yet. have you?
God,
Twitch
no.
are just
Yeah,
holding
no.
it.
It's going to be like July-ish before we get any payout for that. But yeah, we get a little bit through Twitch, but YouTube do nothing for us.
No, so far they've done nothing. Not for Top Hat Chat, they've done absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I even had to buy this T-shirt.
Yeah.
So
So
I
far,
managed to recoup the T-shirt money back.
although
at least.
this isn't about Top Hat Chat, I'm talking about my own big channel, Top
Yeah,
Hat
yeah.
Gaming Man, for a moment. For the last 2 years, I've been treating it like a business. I've been on it non-stop, 60 hours a week, basically.
Ish.
Yeah, I've put a lot of time into it, but I started a job in September, and I'm considering to going back treating it just as a hobby again, because YouTube just keeps screwing me, basically.
Yeah, I mean that is the thing. It's peaks and troughs, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean you've had some peaks, you've had some troughs, but you've managed to come back, and
Yeah.
it's worrying.
Yeah, it was going up for like the first 2 years. Now it's just been like
Yeah.
that for the whole of 2018.
Your
so far.
analytics are really funny to look at.
Yeah,
actually,
it's just
so,
it literally is that.
yeah.
But yes, did we discuss a lot of e-begging? Do you think?
I think we've done some of it.
Yes.
We've just covered our bases. I
Yes,
think.
and hopefully we've given you a little bit of an insight into what it's actually like being a YouTuber, which isn't begging in any way. Which I will reiterate again, because you don't have to give us any money. No, but give us some if you like. Yes.
I think that's fair. Yeah, if you want to contribute.
Although it's not like they're not getting anything in return. The rewards, I think, are fantastic.
There are some decent rewards.
There are good rewards, so have a look on there. I suggest the Dictator tier or the God tier.
Yeah,
They're fun. Yes.
I suggest my one.
No, not the top tier. I don't know.
The punching top hat gaming man.
Yeah, don't
that one.
don't pay to punch me. That's very low brow.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked hearing us ramble about e-begging. Do you see Patreon donations as a form of begging? Let us know in the comment section. We would like to hear what you think. Cheerio!
I'd like to give a shout out to our first ever patron, Michael Keneally. Thank you so much for your support. It is really, really appreciated. And if anyone else watching would like to contribute through our Patreon, we have a link in our description. Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's his line.